When you hear the word Viking, you probably imagine ruthless warriors wearing horned helmets. But almost everything you've seen in movies is wrong. The real Vikings were explorers, traders, farmers, and some of the greatest sailors in history. This is their true story. The Vikings came from Scandinavia, a rugged land of towering mountains, deep fjords, dense forests. The word Viking didn't describe an entire people. It referred to those who ventured overseas on expeditions, whether to trade, explore, or raid distant lands. Long before they became famous as fierce warriors, most Vikings lived as ordinary farmers, raising livestock, growing crops, and supporting their families. As populations grew and resources became limited, many Vikings looked beyond the horizon in search of fertile land, valuable goods, and new opportunities. Around the late 8th century, their longships began sailing across Europe, marking the start of what historians now call the Viking Age. Life in Scandinavia was far from easy. Bitter winters and rocky landscapes demanded resilience, determination, and resourcefulness to survive. Entire families lived together in wooden longhouses where they cooked, worked, and gathered around the fire to stay warm during the freezing winters. Daily life revolved around farming, crafting tools, caring for animals, and preparing enough food to endure the long months of cold weather. The surrounding seas were another lifeline, providing fish and opening trade routes that connected the Vikings with distant cultures. Far from being only raiders, the Vikings were skilled merchants who traded furs, amber, iron, and silver throughout Europe and beyond. The truth is, the Vikings were much more than warriors. They were explorers, traders, craftsmen, and settlers whose influence can still be seen around the world today.